morning, everyone, and welcome to Sonoran Living. I'm Terry Olat.
And I'm Susan Casper. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day.
This is a very special edition of Sonoran Living.
Yes, it's one of our favorite days. Yep. It's our ABC15 Telethon benefiting Phoenix Children's. The need is now. All day today, we're inviting you to call in, make a donation. The number is right there on your screen, 602-933-4567, or you can go to pchheroes.com and donate there. You have the power to make a difference today. As the Valley expands, Phoenix Children's is growing and evolving to meet the changing needs.
That's right. From the growing number of families experiencing financial hardship to growing demand for treatments and research, they've become much more than just one hospital. They're now a statewide pediatric healthcare system, also expanding in both the East and the West Valleys. And they're relying on supporters like you to help them meet those urgent needs so they can help keep kids fighting for their lives.
That's right. And we want you to get this. The cost, $2.7 million a day to operate Phoenix Children's. All patients are accepted regardless of their ability to pay. And about 50% of families needing treatment have little to no private medical insurance. So Phoenix Children's relies on donor support to ensure every child has access to the best care, no matter their family's financial situation.
That's wonderful, and here's what your gift means today. More than 60 programs and services at Phoenix Children's are funded solely or significantly through philanthropy.
Yes, without your support, they wouldn't be able to offer those valuable programs like art therapy, a school.
We love those.
That's right. The Child Life Zone, so much more to their patients and their families. They offer more than 75 pediatric subspecialties, treating everything from cancer and heart defects to epilepsy to cystic fibrosis. We're going to introduce you to some of those amazing programs throughout the program.
We have to help these superhero patients. And most superheroes, like the patients at Phoenix Children's, they need a sidekick.
That's right. And you can give them one.
Check out this adorable little guy. One of these superhero sidekicks will be delivered to a patient in the hospital in your name. All you have to do is become a hero for hope, which means you give a gift of just $20 per month.
Yeah, believe us, we understand how important this is to these patients. These sidekicks, they really light up the day for these young patients here at Phoenix Children's. We got to deliver some bears to some very special kids virtually.
Oh, it was so much fun. You're seeing a robot give this amazing patient their superhero sidekick. And this innovation using robots to deliver bears is just one example of the work the hospital is doing around the clock to help these patients and families.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's remarkable. We want to give you that information one more time. You can become a hero for hope by giving a gift of just $20 per month. And right now, the number is on your screen to call, 602-933-4567. Okay, one more thing before we get started with introducing you to the patients and the programs where your money will help. We are so excited about this. Drum roll, please. Your money is going to count triple in the next hour.
Yes, because Desert Financial Credit Union, one of the sponsors of this telethon, they are going to triple match your donations for the next hour.
You don't need to do the math. We're going to do it for you. So what does that mean? Your donation will have triple the impact for the children in Phoenix Children's care. So when you make a $20 a month donation, it will turn into $60 a month right now. Desert Financial Credit Union will match donations up to $10,000. So call now, make your money count. Call right now. The number's on your screen, 602-933-4567.
Well, now we want you to meet the very people your donations are going to impact, the patients. The story you are about to hear is real life and a reality for so many kids in our community. I want you to meet Carson. Carson's just 7 years old. She and her dad sat down to tell us about what is one of the worst days of their lives, the day she was diagnosed with cancer.
Carson is the happiest, joyful, energetic kid in the world. She just really is wonderful. I'm sorry if I get emotional through this, but it's that almost like cinematic moment where the doctor, says, "Can I see you in the hallway?" And you're like, "Whoa, that never happens for good news ever." And then, of course, got the news after a CT scan that it was an ovarian tumor. And she's really helped all of us see just, we feel like we're facing hard things, but she's facing the hardest of it all, and it's really pulled our family together and really helped us to rally around her. At Phoenix Children's, the oncology group there, and the child life specialists, they've really saved the day. I mean, the fact that they can deal with children and families facing hard things every day with a smile on their face. It's patient-centered. You hear that all the time in healthcare, where it's all about the patient, but it truly is. Over there, we're just really, it's flooring how just they've thought of everything from the perspective of a child going through a medical procedure. Here's all the things that you as an adult would maybe not even think to consider, and yet they've got it ready for you. So it's just been awesome. Her prognosis is really good. I mean, again, the oncology team at PCH has been phenomenal. Fortunately for her, the type of tumor that she has is a solid mass, and they were able to remove 99.99% of it in order to ensure that we got rid of it all. They opted to do chemotherapy. After that, if blood work comes back really good and her CT scan is clear, then she will just be considered cancer-free, and she will be just monitored periodically from that point forward. Just a little something, no matter what it is considerably helpful, and just do something for them if you can. And I just want to say, from my family to theirs, that we are just overwhelmed and grateful for the community support. Everyone who has helped me, Christy, Carson, Lainey, and Maya, thank you. We couldn't do it without you.
Wow, that is a powerful story, and we can't thank Carson and her dad enough for bravely sharing that with us. Even with everything Carson is going through, she's helping other kids with cancer. Carson has been on a campaign of her own by raising money to buy what she calls brave gowns for children undergoing chemo. They're softer, they're more comfortable, definitely more colorful, and they've been designed to allow easier access by doctors and nurses. All the little things that add up to make a hospital visit just a bit more bearable for these kids.
Ah, what a brave little girl. A big thank you to Carson and her family. We have much more Sonoran Living still to come, including how your donations can keep programs going, like those helping patients and families learn about their child's diagnosis and treatment, and ways to make things a little happier on a daily basis. Volunteers, they are standing by right now to take your call and your donation, 602-933-4567. You can also donate online at pchheroes.com. Any amount will go a long way to help young patients and their families.
Welcome back to this very special edition of Sonoran Living. It's the ABC15 Telethon benefiting Phoenix Children's. Volunteers, they're standing by to take your donations. That number to call one more time, 602-933-4567. Any amount will go a long way to help patients and their families.
The hospital can be a scary place for kids, but there is one group of people whose job it is to make being in the hospital a little better by helping patients understand the treatments they're going through and even make sure they have a little fun while getting them. It's called the Child Life Program, and it's just one of the critical programs your donations will help to fund. We followed Child Life specialist Haley as she visited kids during her day, and we want you to see the impact she's making in their lives.
Okay, guys. If you're watching and you think I'm a doctor, I'm not a doctor, I am a nurse, okay?
When I added up all the pieces of all the things that have always brought me joy in life, it was always something working with kids. My name's Haley Herdman. I am the Child Life Specialist for the CCBD, our Center for Cancer and Blood Disorders at Phoenix Children's. So in a way, I feel like I'm like a kid interpreter, and I'll come in and explain to them at their level what it is that the medical team just said or what's going to happen. In Child Life, we provide emotional support and like psychosocial support for kids in the hospital. We provide a lot of play to kind of normalize their environment and what they're going through, or distract them from something hard or painful. What we're gonna do is just medical play. So this like gives them control by getting to play through what happens to them. So it sometimes feels a little bit less intimidating the next time. Okay, here we go, Bear. Yep, I'll move my finger.
He wants it to go this way.
Oh, he wants it sideways? Oh, I'm glad he spoke up. After I explain something to a kid or do some type of play or teaching with them to help them understand, and I see that moment where it clicks, we at least know that we're here to make their time comfortable and even bring some play and some enjoyment to their time here at the hospital. The bread and butter of Child Life is our knowledge of child development, and that's how we're able to meet kids at their developmental level, because you're not going to explain something to a 5-year-old the same you're going to explain it to a 12-year-old. The hospital can be kind of an intimidating place for anybody, even adults, and when you're a kid and you feel this loss of control when you come to the hospital, or you're sick or something painful is happening to you. In Child Life, we provide an opportunity for kids to understand what it is that they're going through, so that they feel a little bit more in control of why they're here, and they are prepared for what's going to happen. And oftentimes, I think adults want to shelter kids from anything scary or painful or unknown, but we find that when you actually are honest and prepare kids for what they're going to experience, it eliminates a lot of the fear. Something else that Child Life does here at the hospital is we can provide like birthday parties or special celebrations for big milestones in a kid's life. Sometimes they have to spend those in the hospital, which is a bummer, like a graduation or prom or their birthday or Christmas. Something that you would definitely not want to be stuck in your hospital bed doing that day. So we do things like decorate their room or find them the perfect birthday present that we know suits their likes, so that it feels special and meaningful and something to make them feel just special during a time that is hard in some of their darkest time. I do believe that Child Life plays a big part in these kids' healing. I think that being able to play and have joy and hope while they're at the hospital or going through what they're going through or fighting a disease, having some positivity and some light brought to that really expedites the healing process. I don't know how much study is put into that, but I've seen it with my own eyes. When people donate to Phoenix Children's, it helps us in several areas of the hospital. For Child Life specifically, it allows us to buy resources and things for the kids to use and enjoy while they're here and make their time here something that can be remembered in a more positive light and not a negative one. It allows us to fund more positions like mine. Child Life isn't a paid-for service, so we go off of donations. Anything helps, any little bit that anybody wants to help with, I think they can know that it's going towards something greater. If I ever didn't have a job one day because kids didn't have cancer or kids weren't sick, that would be my biggest dream of all.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, isn't that a great story? We love the Haleys of the world. You know, we've got some big goals today, so we're really grateful for our community partners who help us raise the money needed to help these patients at Phoenix Children's. Hey, check out this gift from Ace Hardware.
Hi, my name is Tricia.
And I'm Julie.
And we're with Ace Hardware. We're happy to be a part of this year's telethon. We've been a proud partner of Phoenix Children's Hospital for 31 years.
Thanks to our amazing customers for rounding up at our registers. With their help, we are able to present this check for $10,000.
We encourage the community to call the phone bank at 602-933-4567 to support this year's telethon.
On behalf of Ace Hardware, thank you, Phoenix Children's, for being there for our community, providing hope, healing, and the best health care for our children and their families.
Wow, thank you, Ace Hardware, for that very generous gift. If you'd like to donate, you know every donation counts, big or small. Just pick up the phone and call right now, 602-933-4567. We're making it easy. Donate online at pchheroes.com.
It is so sad, but there are so many homeless kids right here in the Valley. And one program your donations will help is a special outreach taking the clinic to them. Details still ahead. And don't forget, volunteers, they're standing by right now to take your donations. The number to call on your screen, 602-933-4567. Remember, your money counts triple in this hour only, thanks to our partners at Desert Financial Credit Union. Welcome back. You are watching a very special edition of Sonoran Living. It is the ABC15 Telethon benefiting Phoenix Children's. Volunteers are standing by to take your donations. The number to call, 602-933-4567. You can also donate online at pchheroes.com. Any amount will do. You can become a hero for hope by donating just $20 a month.
Not all of the good work they do at Phoenix Children's takes place inside the hospital. They have a dedicated staff who hit the streets to find kids who are homeless and in need of care. They do it with a state-of-the-art clinic on wheels.
You know, the status of homelessness has gone up and down over the last 20 years. We've been around since 2000. Depending on what's going on with the economy, sometimes we see more homelessness versus not. So certainly around the pandemic, we've been seeing increased numbers because people aren't able to either pay for their apartments, they're getting kicked out of their homes, etc. My name is Sarah Beaumont, and I am the Medical Director of Homeless Youth Outreach in the Cruise and Health Mobile at Phoenix Children's Hospital. We see a whole wide variety of stuff. Sometimes it's simple medical problems, like I need a pair of glasses, or I have asthma and I don't have my inhaler anymore. Usually that's how things start. After we start to talk with them a little bit more, we learn that there's so much more just under the surface. We see a lot of folks suffering from depression, a lot of kids dealing with trauma from where they left or where they were running from. We also see a lot of the effects of human trafficking. Kids come here, they get on the streets, and they need food, they need shelter, and they don't know how to pay for it. And oftentimes they get looped into the trafficking realm. And so because of that, we're seeing not only emotional after effects, but the physical effects, sexually transmitted infections, pregnancies, abuse. So we see a little bit of everything here. We also do well checks. We have a lot of families who become homeless and they have babies. And so we're able to do a regular checkup like you would in your regular doctor's office by providing vaccines and screening for developmental problems, providing glasses. We would not be able to provide the care we do to our community without the help of philanthropy and donations from the community. The money that comes to our program helps us deliver medicines. It helps us to do blood work, pay for glasses, do all sorts of medical care for these kids so they don't have to worry about ever receiving a bill. We want to make sure that they feel safe and that they know that we're not going to be coming after them. They can get this care for free. And so that's truly what it's paying for. It's paying for our ability to continue to provide services to the youth in this community who otherwise don't have any access to care. I hope that they understand that we as a medical community are here for them. And it's not just us, it's everybody. It's everywhere they go. So if we can teach them that treating their mental health and their physical health is important and will help them succeed in life, that's what we want to do.
Wow, such important work they are doing for those kids. We love it. And we appreciate your donations. Keep them coming. We are so honored to have our community partners to help us raise the money needed to help these patients at Phoenix Children's. Check out this special gift from OnQ Financial.
Hi, I'm Pamela Baker, representing OnQ Financial. We've been a proud partner of Phoenix Children's for the past 2 years, and we're happy to be able to present this check in the amount of $25,000. We encourage the community to call the phone bank at 602-933-4567 4567 and support this year's telethon. On behalf of OnQ Financial, thank you Phoenix Children's for being there for our community, providing hope, healing, and the best health care for children and their families.
Wow, amazing. Thank you, OnQ Financial, for that gift. If you would like to donate, every donation counts, big or small. Pick up the phone right now, 602-933-4567. You can also donate at pchheroes.com.
Every day there are acts of kindness and compassion at Phoenix Children's. On one of our visits, we learned about the strength of a mother's kiss, and we noticed lipstick on this little girl's forehead, and we wanted to know, what was that about? Take a listen.
Why do you have a kiss on your head?
Oh, because my mom gave it to me to have a nice day at the clinic today.
Your mom gave you a kiss on your head so you can have a piece of her with you all day during your infusion?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Wait.
A mother's kiss to help her little girl get through the day. You know, you can help too. Volunteers, they're standing by to take your donations right now. That number to call, 602-933-4567. Any amount will do. We'll take anything, all right? It goes a long way to help patients and their families. Remember, your money counts triple this hour, only thanks to our partners at Desert Financial Credit Union. Hey, welcome back to this very special edition of Sonoran Living. It's the ABC15 Telethon benefiting Phoenix Children's. Volunteers, they're standing by to take your donations right now. The number to call, 602-933-4567, or the website, pchheroes.com.
Now we want you to meet the twins, two boys with a lifelong connection to Phoenix Children's. We sat down with their mom, Nicole, and she's going to share more about their courageous journey.
The last 15 years, we have spent a lot of time at Phoenix Children's. So for us, it was kind of a second home. Our sweet boys are Nicholas and Nathaniel, Nick and Nate for short, and both of them were born with severe medical complications. Turns out that they have a genetic disorder, and that has made them intellectually and physically disabled. And while both of them saw many specialists at PCH throughout the years, Nicholas was the one with more severe complications and ended up being admitted many times and being inpatient many times at Phoenix Children's. There were 2 visits where Nicholas spent over 3.5 months at Phoenix Children's. I think I added it up to a little over 2 years that he ended up spending inpatient in the hospital. So Nicholas, this past August, just out of the blue, his heart dropped and he went into cardiac arrest. But he was tired, his body was tired, and they weren't able to revive him. We miss him dearly. It's left a big hole in our family, but thank you for helping us get as much time with Nicholas as we could. Obviously, you would always rather have your children at home. But if they are going to be at the hospital, for me, it was such a relief and such a comfort to know that when he was not with us, he was being so well taken care of. As a mom, I had 3 older children. I couldn't always be there in person with him. And so it was very comforting to know that they were taking such good care of him. The doctors and nurses are absolutely wonderful in their skills and their expertise, but also just such a human touch. Their bedside manner is just amazing. The child life department is absolutely wonderful. They came by Nicholas's room all the time asking what specifically they could do for him that would help him have fun and be comfortable in the hospital, what toys he liked and different things. He actually spent his very last birthday there. When he turned 16, he was at Phoenix Children's, and they got him a toy car and other things that they knew would make his birthday special. We have an older set of twins who are 21. Brendan manages our store, and Emma used to manage our store, but she is in nursing school at ASU. And she applied to the Phoenix Children's Hospital cohort, which means that she is able to do her clinicals with a small group of nursing students at Phoenix Children's. Her favorite floor is the one that Nick spent the most time on, which is the PICU and the 6 West, which is the airway floor. I feel like all the time that she spent there, the medical knowledge, but also the empathy, it just sparked this love of caring for kids. It really does come full circle from when she was little and went to the hospital to visit her brothers to now, doing her clinicals there. So we kind of feel like Phoenix Children's is a second home to our family.
It was really such a pleasure to meet that family and see and hear how they are now paying it forward. And Terry, they are just truly grateful for what Phoenix Children's has done for them.
Susan, we're so excited with all of the donations that have been rolling in this morning. Thank you so much. Now, if you're still on the fence about donating, maybe this will sweeten the deal for you this morning. I want to remind you, your money is going to count triple until the end of this show, until the end of Sonora Living. Desert Financial Credit Union, one of the sponsors of this telethon, is triple matching your donations. Now, what does that mean? Your donation will have triple the impact for the kids in Phoenix Children's Care. Desert Financial Credit Union will match donations up to $10,000. So call now and make your money count.
So exciting,
know,
right?
Yes.
Well, when bad things happen to our kids and even our grandkids, we often need help coping with it. Well, the wonderful program, Your Donations, will help to support families dealing with a tragedy.
But they can't do it alone. But you can make a difference today. Volunteers, they are standing by to take your donations. Here's that number to call, 602-933-4567. And thank you. Our next story takes on a tough subject, death. At Phoenix Children's, they have a specialized team to help families cope and start rebuilding their lives.
911, what is your emergency?
My daughter was a teacher. She was brilliant, beautiful, smart. She always taught her children everything. My grandchildren, 4 and 5, were very smart. They knew every state. They knew puzzles. She taught them everything. They were the best. They were.
Initially, you can't even laugh. You don't want to be around people. You can't do it. It's like a crime if you're going to laugh. If somebody says something, you feel guilty because you're still alive.
What I always tell people when I'm working with them is that you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I know it's there. And if you just take my hand and walk with me, I will get you to a place where you see the light. They came to me after their adult daughter and 2 young grandchildren were killed in a very fiery, terrible car accident on the 10. They were understandably devastated and very emotional, obviously. And we worked together for the better part of 2 years. We met at first every other week, and those first visits were really just about me witnessing their grief. There wasn't anything I was going to say or do to bring Kim and the kids back or to make their hearts not hurt in the ways that they were hurting. And so a lot of it was about me witnessing that pain. And my role was just to accompany them and guide them. And for the most part, people know how to grieve. They just have to get out of their own way. And my job is just to, when they get a little off track, I just kind of gently nudge them back and validate everything that they're going through and try to give them some good coping skills and tools so that they can, get through what is arguably the worst thing that could ever happen in their lives.
I'm not saying we are healed, but I don't think we would have come this far without Amanda and Phoenix Children's. She brought us out from under the covers and made us face reality.
Helped us.
And helped us to move along.
You know, I can talk with Howard and Pearl now, and they smile and they laugh and they are finding meaning in their life. That's the key for me. That's the thing that really feeds my soul, I guess, and it's the reason why I'm able to do what I do. So when I talk to people about working with parents or grandparents, aunts and uncles who have experienced the death of a child, that's the piece I talk about, because that's the hope, that there is healing and there is hope in grief as well. And that's, I think, the most important thing for people to know.
Wow, what a very special program available for families going through such a loss. And one thing that helps many of these families when they're sad is connection, which has been a challenge during the pandemic. So Phoenix Children's figured out a way to bring visitors to the hospital virtually. Take a look.
We have these things called our Omni robots, and those allow us to have people who can't be in the hospital with a patient still be able to visit.
Try not to run anybody over.
Okay, you're doing good. All right.
It's kind of like a life-size robot, so it really does feel like they're there, and the person visiting gets to control it from where they're at.
All right, listen, this is my first time. You're going to cut me connecting.
Oh, come on.
So they can walk around the room and kind of see things and be a little bit more in control than maybe just a video chat. We've also had visitors like celebrities or athletes be able to visit on the robots, which is really nice, because with or without COVID, even if they could come in person, sometimes they can't. And it allows us to work with more people, even if they're across the country or across the world.
That is just so cool, and we know firsthand because we got to use the robots with some of the patients at Phoenix Children's.
That's right. You have to check this out. We got to virtually deliver some superhero sidekicks and really help bring a smile to the patients at Phoenix Children's. We got to control the robots, not very well, by the way, and give their amazing patients their superhero sidekicks.
Yeah, it truly has been an honor to be able to deliver these sidekicks to the patients at the hospital over the years. Take a look. And these robots, just one of the innovations at the hospital that has created help and to help the brave boys and girls there. And we want to remind you that you can have one of these superhero sidekicks delivered to a patient in your name. All you have to do is become a hero for hope.
And here's how you can do that. You can become a hero for hope by giving a gift of just $20 per month. And you call right now, the number's on your screen, 602-933-4567, or donate online at pchheroes.com. Oh, thank you for your donations so far, and we're so grateful for our community partners who help us raise the money needed to help these patients at Phoenix Children's. Now check out this gift from Angry Crab Shack.
Hi everybody, I'm Shannon the Crab.
Michelle the Lobster. Denise the Shark.
And we're here representing Angry Crab. We're happy to be a part of this year's Telethon. We've been a proud partner of Phoenix Children since 2018.
Thank you to our amazing guests who ordered the PCH fries and root beer float. We are very excited to be able to present this check in the amount of $35,000.
Woo! We encourage the community to please call the phone bank, 602-933-4567. Support this year's Telethon. On behalf of Angry Crab, Michelle and Venice, thank you for Phoenix Children for being there for our community, providing hope, healing, and the best health care for children and their families. Woo!
Oh yeah, that is awesome. Love the costumes. Thank you to Angry Crab Shack for the very generous gift. And if you would like to donate, remember, every donation counts, big or small. Pick up the phone right now and call 602-933-4567. Also, donate online at pchheroes.com. These past 2 years have really shown how important taking care of our mental health is, and that goes for kids too. How the psychology program at Phoenix Children's is helping patients on a daily basis.
And you can help too. Volunteers are standing by to take your donations. That number to call, 602-933-4567, or the website, pchheroes.com.
Over the last hour, we've seen just how tough it can be for families in these difficult situations. Mental health issues are now top of mind at Phoenix Children's, and there's a top-notch team led by this woman, Dr. Carla Allen, making sure kids get the help they need.
When kids struggle with mental health, certainly as they're hospitalized, it's multifaceted, right? So kids don't exist in a vacuum, they exist in a family. And when we look at statistics, especially with the pandemic, we know us as adults, we're not coping very well these days with mental health and our own anxiety and depression, and that has downstream impacts for the whole system of the family. So when kids come in, we're not only trying to help kids cope with it, we're helping parents learn how to support those kids. And that's something that we don't get an owner's manual for when our kids are born. So we really take care of the child and the whole family. We have whole teams of child life to help support the kids and make sure they don't feel lonely, that they're not bored, that they can appropriately distract themselves from distress. So early on in life, it's about separation anxiety. As kids age, those fears can become more specific. So sometimes in the pandemic, we've seen disease-focused fears of COVID and what happens if I catch that, and really being fearful about walking through the world successfully. And then as kids age, it becomes more about, what do other people think of me? Am I good enough? Am I performing well enough at school? Do my friends like me, or do they secretly not like me? It's all the social concerns and performance concerns that really start to take over more in adolescence. And the beautiful thing about Phoenix Children's Hospital is we have the best talent here. People who've came across the country to come and work here, they're developmental experts, and they meet the kid exactly where they are and where their needs are. I hope that it's a comforting place for kids, a place where everyone feels welcome, and a place where kids feel a sense of ownership. This hospital belongs to them, and the rest of us are just there to help support them. I see the future as filled with hope. I know mental health especially has been in the news in really big and scary ways, but there are reasons for hope. Kids are resilient, and if we give them the tools that they need and the support, I have no reason to believe that they can't overcome the last 2 years.
We're so grateful for our community partners who help us raise the money needed to help the patients at Phoenix Children's. American Textile Recycling Services is here with a gift.
Hi, my name is Robbie Milner from American Textile Recycling Service, and we've been a proud partner of the Phoenix Children's Hospital for a little over 5 years now. And it's really due to you and thanks to the community out there that we generate funds for the Phoenix Children's Hospital through your generous donations to our clothing bins that you can find in car parks throughout the valley. And I'm very proud to say that with this check of $25,000, it brings our total donations to the Phoenix Children's Hospital to a little over $450,000. So once again, thank you to the community and thank you to the Phoenix Children's Hospital for the fantastic work that they do for our community.
Thank you very much for that generous gift. Now, if you'd like to donate, just pick up the phone and call 602-933-4567. You can also donate online at pchheroes.com.
The need for pediatric care in Arizona is great and continues to grow. So with your help, Phoenix Children's is adapting to the need, including investing in research, how one study has changed one family's life. You can help these life-changing studies continue. Volunteers are waiting for your calls, 602-933-4567, or go to pchheroes.com.
Welcome back to this very special edition of Sonoran Living. It's the ABC15 Telethon benefiting Phoenix Children's. You know, volunteers, they're standing by to take your donations. That number to call one more time, 602-933-4567. Any amount will go a long way to help patients and their families. Phoenix Children's is devoted to research to help cure conditions impacting Arizona families. One Valley mother heard about an autism study, and the results have been life-changing.
Happy birthday, dear Megan. She's a very happy child. She's very independent. Hi, my name is Marie, and my daughter's name is Megan, and we're a Phoenix Children's Hospital family. It's funny because when she was a little, when we started noticing things, obviously, for example, she was not playing with toys like other kids. She was very interested in puzzles and was doing puzzles over and over again, and bigger and bigger puzzles. I heard about a study at Phoenix Children's through a Facebook group and was intrigued. The study is testing a drug called leucovorin calcium, and it's really a high dose of folinic acid, which is, a supplement. The premise of the study is that this helps with language development in autistic children. Basically, within 2 weeks, we started, seeing improvements in her language, her communication overall. And it went from pretty much no drawing to, copying things almost perfectly. So it's interesting the type of growth that we're seeing. It's gonna sound obvious, but they really get kids. They know how to approach little kids and all sorts of little kids, really, because kids with autism communicate differently, have different behaviors, and I was just really impressed by how everyone really was able to connect with Megan. Well, it's very comforting, obviously, to be able to communicate with your child, and also promising in terms of her life skills as she grows older. I want her to be as independent as possible as she grows older. So obviously, improved communication skills are going to be crucial for her. There aren't a lot of organizations like Phoenix Children's, and that they really are driving medicine and research children's conditions overall, not just autism. And so it's a great organization to donate to, because I know it's going to go to research and improving the lives of kids and families in general. She's able to have her needs met better, obviously, also communicate her feelings better, what she likes, what she doesn't like. And so, it's just improved our family life tremendously.
Wow, what an amazing hospital. I really learned a lot today about Phoenix Children's, and we hope you have too. And you can continue to learn more throughout the day here on ABC15.
We are so grateful for our community partners who help us raise the money needed to help all of the patients at Phoenix Children's. And in this hour only, we did a triple match with our partners at Desert Financial Credit Union. Let's see what they've got for us.
Hello, I'm Kathy Graham.
And I'm Ron Amstutz with Desert Financial Credit Union. We're proud to be sponsors of the ABC15 Telethon benefiting Phoenix Children's Hospital.
We support Phoenix Children's because of the amazing work they do to take care of children in our community.
And we're happy to be the triple match sponsor today. And here's our $10,000 check benefiting Phoenix Children's on behalf of Desert Financial Credit Union. We're proud and happy for the amazing things that you do for children and families in our community.
My goodness, thank you so much for that wonderful gift, Desert Financial. We appreciate your partnership.
Yes, and we thank all of you for calling in with your donations. And if you have not made a donation yet, we're going to make it so easy. We're taking donations all day long. We've got volunteers standing by to take your call, 602-933-4567, or donate online at pchheroes.com.
Well, that does it for us today. Thank you to all of you who called in and donated. You can continue to do so all day until 10:30 tonight or online.
That's right. Your donation's going to brave kids at Phoenix Children's. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.